Oh. Why is my spout not working? Do I not have spout on? Oh, fuck. Okay. There we go. We're back. Hello, everybody. I did not forget to turn up. What is... Bro. My tracking's gotten so weird lately. I don't know why. Hold on. There. I'm just gonna put it on normal. Best tracking, best model quality seems to just be bad. Hi. We're waiting on, Yuki right now, but then we're gonna get started with Blender and all that. I'm just waiting for her phone call. You know, we're gonna begin making a model in Blender. I'm gonna start by just making a body model. I don't know how long we're going to play or do Blender today. Why are my arms so weird like that? Hold on, I gotta fix that. Hand tracking. No, there. No. Auto. Okay. It is not detecting my hand properly. Okay, I'm going to try and fix that really quick. I think that might be a camera settings thing. I'll go with this one. I just thought black and white would help it read polygon data better. You know? But I guess not. Fair. Anyways, how are all of you doing today? I've been okay. I've been trying my best to kind of get to a mode where I would consider myself, you know, normal, quote unquote. And that's really hard. Sorry about that. So I was originally debating how I was going to do this. I was originally like thinking, what should my workflow be? You know, should I do just guns today or, you know, gun props? Or should I do the primary body? And I think I decided on primary body. I also was like wondering what type of shader style I'm going to want to go with. I think I want to go with a really stylized, kind of cartoonish look. Like really cell shaded anime style, but not like this. I like this. I love... Fuck, I just spilled my fucking Ritalin everywhere. Ah. I had the bottle open in my hand, and I fucking lifted my hand, and it spilled everywhere. Fuck. Damn it. I spilt my Ritalin. Oh my god. I actually did the meme that people talk about where you're so absent-minded you just end up spilling things because you're talking with your hands for some reason. Even though you really don't have to, and you know that you shouldn't be, you just kind of forget that you're holding on to something. So you just I almost spilt the entire bottle. It is all over the floor. Some of it was in my shirt. Oh my god. What the fuck is up with this Ritalin? I mean, I know it's basically my fault. Why am I asking what's up with the Ritalin? It's my fault. I spilt the Ritalin. Like no one fucking knocked it out of my hands. I just fucking spilt it because I wasn't really paying attention. Okay, I think I got it all. God, I'm never gonna know. One day I'm just gonna find Ritalin in my carpet. One day I'm just gonna find some of my Ritalin in my carpet and go, snack time. Yum yum yum. Yummy floor pills. When I first got off of tabs, white tabs, if you know what I mean, the white long tabs. Uh I to handle withdrawal symptoms, because honestly, after I OD'd, I just had them like take the bottle and like take it away from me and dump it because I didn't want to be anywhere near it. So when I got home, when I started having withdrawals, I would find like Xanax on the floor, like tabs of Xanax. So what I did was I gathered them up and I cut them into fourths. And when I was having withdrawal symptoms, I would just take a fourth of Xanax and then put the rest in like a baggie, and I would just not take any more of the baggie. I have like a natural genetic disposition to getting addicted to like benzos. Apparently, because apparently benzos are the same. They target the same receptors as alcohol, and my family has a history of alcoholism. I do not drink much. Not for lack of choice, though. I just don't have alcohol to drink. Because my mom is a wino and she drinks shit wine that I fucking hate. I've drank it twice. I don't want to really get into overindulgence anyway, so I don't spend my money on booze. You know what I mean? Uh, the vices that I have right now are things like fucking nicotine pouches. I will admit that's a really bad habit and I wish I could get off of it. But on the other hand, I can't. So like I was trying to find like a reference for like a possible part of the model I might be doing, which would be it's a holster that is under the forearm, like right here, and it's a big chunky holster, but it's like a flip holster. So like you would press a button on it, and it would flip the gun out into your hand, basically. And like, because I remember seeing that somewhere. I literally had to find a cardboard recreation of it because I couldn't fucking find it anywhere because Google's search is absolutely fucking dog shit now. Who the fuck decided making a search function based upon an AI that only seems to read a few of the words you type was a good idea? Like, it was straight up not reading some of my shit. Also, I just realized I'm above all my sources. Hang on. There we go. It was straight up not reading my stuff. Like, it would just read underarm gun. What I typed was under forearm gun apparatus folding. And it would keep giving me fucking shoulder holsters. Or, armpit holsters, rather. If you don't know what those are, they're like little holsters that go to your size. Those are not under the arm, Google. By definition, no one calls those underarm apparatuses, Google. You know what I'm talking about. Stop hallucinating and show me what I want. You know what I mean? But yeah, I also was Vector CP1. This is a new space age gun, apparently, that I was looking at. And do I really want to like have this in the art tab when I haven't even like started doing art stuff yet? Oh, fuck it. Okay, it's a gun by that was made in South Africa by Littleton Engineering Works, or LIW, a division of Denel SOC, now known as Denel Land Systems. And it had a gas delayed blowback action with a gas cylinder located below the barrel. And the trigger is a single action internal hammer. And basically, let me get a picture of it because I feel like you'll understand what I mean when I say this thing kind of looks like the future envisioned by people in like the 50s. It looks like a future gun made by people whose only point of reference is 50s. Like, it's one of those space age like it's a space age pistol. This thing. Apparently, if you fucking drop this thing, it'll just fire. For no fucking reason. It apparently is not drop safe at all. It got recalled multiple. Okay, so here's the funny thing about this thing. They recalled it, right? Like, they recalled the gun. And they said, oh, we're recalling it for a safety mechanism. Which, that's pretty normal for, like, gun companies. Look, it's actually really. If someone get. We've all seen what's happening with Sig Sauer right now with the P320. If even just one person has an accidental discharge with your gun that takes their life, you're pretty much going to have a bad reputation. You have to have these things rock fucking solid before you release them. You have to have them ready to go and without fail. Because here's the thing. Objectively bad guns are very hard to find. Because objectively bad guns tend to run their companies out of business. Fucking except the Mataba. The Mataba is a good gun that was beset with problems because of the way it's made. Like, think of it this way. If Sony released a console and like 1 in 600 of them just explode into dust. Like, they just explode. And it kills everything around it as well because it's an electrical explosion. And it also like sets like your carpet on fire. Would you ever trust PlayStation to make a video game console again, even though that really shouldn't happen because most video game consoles don't have an internal battery in them? And also, if you're making a video game console with an internal battery, please don't fucking do that unless it's like an actually safe battery. Unless you can guarantee the safety of said battery, please do not fucking put an internal battery in something that is designed to be plugged into the fucking wall all day. Okay. Especially if it's like a LiPo battery. Don't put that in there. LiPo batteries just explode after like, it doesn't even take that long. LiPo batteries are banned, like, in a lot of places. If you bring a LiPo battery, they'll tell you to, like, leave. Because a lithium fire is actually really fucking hard to put out. Anyways, let me get the gun off screen. I was talking about different gun types today. The main ones I was talking about were futuristic weapon designs. And I have come up with like three different ones, and they're the three most common. But keep in mind, these won't like sum up every futuristic weapon design. It's just the three most common. And I will like show examples. Okay, futuristic gun designs. The Space Blaster, super rounded quarters. I'm pretty sure you know what example I'm going to show because I already have it. The Vector CP1. That's right. The Space Blaster. And then you have the Peacock. The Peacock is basically something with a bunch of unnecessary flair that is specifically designed to look like it's out of a sci-fi thing. They're it's pretty easy to find these. The Curse Vector is kind of like that. But we're going to go with I have to look at like futuristic assault rifles again because I don't know like everything about them. I don't know every single one of these weird prototypes like off the back of my hand. But there's a lot of these things that are like they have a lot of unnecessary stuff like fucking handles everywhere, neon colors. Let me get a prototype. They just have unnecessary fluff that doesn't really need to exist on the thing. Yeah, that'll work. Although that doesn't really Canada's smart gun. Yeah. Okay, so this is an actual thing that is being made by Colt Canada. Keep that in mind. Please don't get mad at me. It's a real thing. Peacock. See, it's like all weird and extravagant, and like none of it really makes all that much sense design wise. Well, I mean, it does. All of it makes sense, but it's super odd. I'm not criticizing it though. Look, if I ever get a chance to fire it, and I'm just like, you know what, that's fucking awesome. I like that. The third option, brick. Brick. It's a brick with a pistol grip that fires bullets. Examples of this. By that I mean it's a really blocky design. It's really weird and blocky looking. It possibly has an optic, maybe. Possibly has different firing modes. Possibly has some weird thing with it. Examples include the Heckler and Koch G11 or the Heckler and Koch, whatever you want to call it. Shut up. Um, this is this one. This is in category 3 or brick. And keep in mind, I'm not saying it's bad. I really like it. I fucking love the G11. It's great. I wish I could fire one. This was, by the way, a lot of these guns that have this kind of design were inspired by the space age. And I have a feeling we're going to get a bunch of those again after the Artemis 3 thing. Because I'm seeing so many people who just really, really like space now and are really interested in it. And are starting to actually, like, have kind of a space age attitude about it. Like NASA did. So I have a feeling we're going to get a lot more, like, weapons that are designed like this. Maybe. We'll see. Just gonna remove all those sources. Yeah. Okay. Um, I'm. She's still busy. Oh well. We'll wait for her call while I'm modeling. Okay, let's go to live. I have to do it manually still because I still haven't set up Windows, even though I've been meaning to. Um, I've just been having so many issues with all of that. Let me just save it really quick. I do have ideas for the design, but since I'm not really super well versed in drawing, I will basically be fucking going fly by night, which is not really a good option, but it is better than nothing. Okay. Just like that. We're gonna go very fly by night here with it. I'm gonna put on chill music just because I don't really think that the super hype techno is really going to do us any favors when 3D modeling. We're using Goo-Engine. I've kind of already preset it up. You know, by the way, I don't really know how to crop the so the bars don't look out of place. I apologize for that. I'll keep it in the center. Center to screen right there. I'm also gonna move my coffee thing because it's obvious it is in a place where it is disruptive. Oh, sweet. Hey, hon, how you doing? I'm doing 3D modeling. This is gonna be this is gonna be paid.
How so?
It's it's 3D modeling in Blender.
Mm-hmm.
That's paid.
Okay.
I mean, look at it. This is what most people's nightmares look like.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be real. Blender's not that bad, but like I always feel so fucking. I feel like an absolute idiot every time I use Blender.
I see.
No, not X. I would want. That was not what I wanted to do. 1.75 meters. Yeah. Height. Okay. Do it that way. Put it on the fucking grid. Flat. And, is the reference off kilter? Fuck. Fine. There we go. I think, like, around. No. Back. Around there will work. Okay. And this one. I think this one's fine. We'll see. I'm gonna do some loop cuts. Gonna do some loop cuts, Sonny.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I meant to turn on some music while I work.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find anything. Yeah, that'll work. I guess I'll just do full display capture for you. Yeah. Okay. Now, I decided how I'm gonna do this newer model is I am going to design it in a way where the limbs are movable and socketed.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing the torso first. I don't know how far we're gonna get into this today. Fucking shift control A. How do I select all? Okay. And then turn on X-ray. I do know a bit about Blender. Like I know enough to get by, but not a whole hell of a lot. I have had to use Blender before. It was not a fun experience when I was designing a hat, but maybe it'll be better this time, you guys, I swear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it centered? Okay. Like so. I wanna move it, not... I don't want to stretch it. I want to move it. I am in the move option. Okay. And now back to... edit. Now, I'm gonna kind of have to finagle things a little tiny bit to make a arch. Arching back. Basically, it's gonna look blocky at first. It's honestly, for a very long time, this is going to look like not a human.
Mm-hmm.
That is the best way to describe it. It is not going to look human for a very long time. Okay. Put it there. And put that there. I'm gonna go into object mode. And it over just a tiny bit so I don't fuck it up. Okay, now what I'm learning is that the scaling might be a little off. But not too much. Okay. Control C. I love Metroid Prime music so much. It's such a shame I'll never get to hear a new game with that kind of soundtrack in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's really such a shame that Metroid Prime has been dead for 16 years.
Yeah.
It's such a shame that there has not been a new Metroid Prime game in so long, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. How awful. There's your Metroid Prime 4 joke for fucking year. I don't ever want to mention that game again. It sucks. It's a bad game. And it's not even a bad game for the reason that dumbasses said it was. Like, okay, I'm gonna say something. Something I fucking hate about, like, objectively bad shit is that those people always feel the need to pipe up about it. So it stops being an issue of this thing is bad and it sucks, and starts being an issue of the chuds hate it, so I have to like it. And it
Mm-hmm.
starts like, it gets exhausting. Like, bro, I just want to dislike something. Please keep your fucking dumbass narratives of culture wars out of my dislike of something being bad. It's not bad because Miles McKenzie is woke or whatever. They don't really say anything like all that quote-unquote woke in the game. It's just kind of cringy and corny and lame, and it's a bunch of unfunny office millennials yapping at each other, and you have to listen to it, and it's unskippable, and it pisses me off every fucking time. Like, we didn't have to make this about the you know, the three word menace or whatever that we just made up in our heads. Man, this Super Metroid remix kind of fucks. I like it. Like, damn, I fucking love when people make like little drum oriented remixes of stuff like this, but it's the same song, but it has a drum track on it, and it's really good. I don't know how to explain it exactly. It makes it sound lazy when I say it that way, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I just really like it. Then again, I'm really into health, too. I don't think my taste in music is as good as I think it is. How'd that do? Decent. Okay, and back. I might have to make more loop cuts on this to make it not as blackish. Because right now it's starting to look like the Atheo-based Roblox characters. And the worst part about that is, like, I don't even really like Roblox that much, but everyone immediately knows what I mean. The newer design where they look like weird, strange things that shouldn't exist. And they used to be, like, cute little things that should exist. Unk is nostalgia baiting over Roblox. Yeah, Unk is nostalgia baiting over Roblox. Roblox was objectively better when it had the cute aesthetic instead of the cool aesthetic. I'm sorry. Okay. That's gonna. Can I confirm? There we go. Yes. Is it straight? No. That's about as straight as I am. Okay. Now, the thing is, I actually kind of don't like how. Oh no, that's perfect. That's perfect, actually. Keep in mind, I'm gonna have to fill this in the second I fucking do this. Oh wait. I need to make another point. There. Because we need to cut these polygons out, because otherwise it's not gonna look good when I start inevitably sculpting the shoulders. Faces? Okay. And now we need to close that off, which is really, really easy. You just need to, I think you make faces. Can I please add geometry? I didn't want to move geometry, I wanted to add it. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna try not selecting things. There. Okay. I need to Google how to fill. I think I'm supposed to create a new vertex. I should have sheared. Oh. Alright. Wait, if this is the song I think it is, this is not gonna sound chill at all, because this is the Samus Returns version. Just because you add rain to it doesn't make it chill, it's still gonna be like down, now. Okay. New edge face from vertexes. There we go. Yay. Done it. Okay. Now then, let's do a loop cut. Like here? Yeah. Move it. So. Now it is time for the boobies. The tatas, the titties. The money makers, the milkshakes. Sorry, I'm a little wired today because I've honestly been having a weird big day.
Mm-hmm.
But I decided I can't just keep not making content. Just because I feel bad. I basically I decided I am always going to feel like shit. So I might as well make content. And by the way, for anyone who heard that, I'm not blaming anyone for me feeling like shit. I'm just saying that I prefer making content to not making content. When I don't make content, I actively feel fucking sad. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need to share that. Right. Let's make another loop cut right about there. You know, like something that some people say that is really dumb. And I want everyone to like keep this in mind before they ever like talk about someone's like work ever. Please don't refer to stuff you just do not like as slop. I have referred to things as friend slop before, but the reason why was for a very specific reason.
That's slop.
That's slop. You only like it because it's slop. What? I fucking love that one. That one's so fucking funny. That's quality slop. You only like it because it's good. I want to remind you that is basically the entirety of that argument, boiled down to a nutshell. Like, a certain streamer whose name I will not say, not Pirate Software, not that guy. I will say Pirate Software's name. I don't fucking care if he like reports me. What are you gonna report me for, you little bitch? You ferret-faced fuck. But like, it was another streamer, one who, for some reason, is considered one of the most important political talk streamers of all time, for some fucking reason, who has used the term slop a lot, and I don't think he realizes he's basically living in a glass fucking house. Because my brother, my man, my guy, what do you think you make? Literal fucking content monkey. You're a content monkey. You are the definition of slop. Your thumbnails are all provocative. Your titles are all just provocative. Like, you're contributing to this problem that you're bitching about. You are the cause of the problem, and you're basically being like Garfield when he walks by the sign that says "No Garfield," and you're just like, "Huh, I wonder who that could be." Like that's what you're doing, and it's quite honestly pretty fucking pathetic. I fucking love the AM2R remix of this song so much. It's just so... There's something about it. I mean, this isn't a remix of, like, any song from Metroid 2. This is a remix of a song from Super Metroid. It's a remix of Green Brinstar. I keep thinking that that's what I'm supposed to use, but, like, I know... Here's the thing, like, before anyone says anything about how, oh, they should make this program more intuitive. Nah, this is honestly just me fucking up. This program's actually pretty intuitive if you, like, know what you're doing. I mean, I just kind of don't. So I'm just kind of monkeying around and hoping. Although I am getting somewhere, thankfully. It seems. Right there. I don't really like how that's hollowed out like that. I can bring that forward. That. Does that ruin any profile stuff? No, not really. It just doesn't make it look as weird. There. There we go. Basic torso kind of gotten. I just have to shape it now. Mold it into my personal creation. You, I will deem you Proto-Man, and you will save humanity from Dr. Wily and his robots. And I totally won't get hung in the third act. I really don't know where they're gonna go from there, because people thought it was gonna be the conclusion of the story, and I did too. And it was like, a lot of reviewers claimed it was the conclusion of the story, but like, that's not really how a story ends. Is it?
Not particularly.
Like, I can't think of any story that has ended on such a depressing note. And if that is the end, you know, it's very bold and actually pretty artistic to make the end of it no one really wins. Like, that's actually a really bold statement. I think I'm doing that wrong. I'm just gonna... Okay. So that's the basic torso. Now to make the arm sockets, which is gonna be really, actually pretty fucking easy. To make arm sockets, there are a few things to consider. For example, what exactly are you planning to do with those arm sockets? Secondly, By the way, this is a design. I do not have any reference for, like, arm sockets because I could not find anyone who had done the same thing I am trying to do. I did not find a single soul who was like, you know what? I made a robot with detachable limbs. I didn't find anyone. I didn't mean to delete. Connect vertex path. There we go. Now I can do this, I think. And, then I can decide where to put the arms by looking at the reference. Okay, so I want to put the arms around there. So I'm going to slide the edge up that the one I just made. Oh, wait. This one. I want to slide this edge up. It has been so fucking long since I've done this. This thing, by the way, before you ask, yeah, it's probably gonna have like a shitload of polygons in the very beginning, because I am not good at optimizing things at the moment. I will cut unnecessary fluff and fat as soon as I can. But right now, we just need to focus on getting this basic shape kind of built. I'm gonna, like, move this edge. Edge! What do you do all day? God, you seem kind of boring. I edge! Edge. Stop it. Edge. No. Edge. No. Why can't you just be normal? Edge! Damn you. I'm referencing Catherine, and no one's even gonna know, because that... People were, like, really excited for Catherine to, like, get a new re-release, and then they didn't play it.
Yeah.
They didn't play it. Guys, re-release Catherine, I promise. We were just busy that week. If I ever have to hear the like, something I've kind of grown tired of on Twitter is when I get, like, excited for a game, because, you know, it's something interesting that I've been into for a very long time, and some fucking, like, tourist who has never played it before, this happened with Dragon Quest III, just starts bitching about censorship, even though Dragon Quest III didn't remove the cross out of censorship. It removed the cross because Dragon Quest has not used the cross in 20 fucking years. Guys, Dragon Quest hasn't used the cross in a long fucking time. Like, super long. I can't even remember the last game that used it. It's been the Trident for as long as I can remember. Don't worry about it looking kind of shitty. I'll fix it. Remember, it's gonna look like shit in the beginning. Just trust the process. Trust the process, bro. I worked in game development for 7 years. I wasn't a game developer, but I was close enough to game developers that I think I can be considered having game dev experience. Report me. I dare you. Do it. Do it, bitch. That went so well for you recently, didn't it? Mass reporting creators for making jokes about you is going so well, is it not? You totally didn't tank your reputation that was already in the dirt even further. Because you don't know when to let things go and when to shut the fuck up. At some point, last I'll say about that, at some point you need to learn to stop engaging with it and to just ignore it. It's the internet, and like I know I've said before that it being the internet isn't an excuse for people to be shitheads, and I still stand by that. But on the other hand, if you are constantly encouraging people to be shitheads to you, it's not their fault if they're shitheads to you. They're just taking your bait.
Yeah.
I say this shit to, like, fucking culture warriors, too, who complain about being victimized. You're not victimized. You literally started shit and then wondered why people were getting mad at you. People just want you to move on because, like, we don't care about your perspective anymore. You like tanked any goodwill that you could have possibly gotten. Like, I used to, like, empathize with you and be like, oh man, the harassment's really bad. But then I realized you're just kind of playing into it now. You've become Darkside Phil, and quite frankly, it's pathetic to watch. Alright. It's not even, like, funny anymore. It's just pathetic.
Like, really, just give up on it.
Just fucking leave the internet at this point. Because, like, you're never going to change anyone's minds. People who hate you are pretty much always going to hate you now. Because even if you apologize right this second, just say sorry, they're going to ask you why it took so long for you to just apologize. And they're going to wonder if you even mean it.
Because why wouldn't you have apologized way the fuck earlier?
Why wouldn't you have just apologized when it was happening? Like, at some point, you did all this to yourself. Your reputation is in the dirt because you did that. You're not really trusted in the industry anymore, and no one really likes you, and is looking for any reason to hurt you because you have given them a reason to look to dig. And I'm not saying that's justified, but I'm starting to get to a point to where I just do not care. You're basically like how there are some VTubers who just decide to poke the bear just a tiny bit. Like poke the hornet's nest just a tiny little tiny bit. Not much, but a tiny bit. And then when they get called out for it for just a very small amount of backlash, they immediately double down on it and go further and further and further with it to try and build this new fucking weird audience that they're gonna end up hating within the next like 2 years because they're gonna realize their audience is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people of the personal belief that you should not court anyone like that. You should not be encouraging people who are infamously just bad fucking people. Just full stop. Period.
Yeah.
I've always said this in the private, and like the reason, and some people are like, "Oh, do you not have empathy for the victims? Um, do you not care about the people they hurt and only them?" No, that's usually not the reason why you have to do it that way. You have to be kind of sneaky with it, is because otherwise they're not gonna listen to you. They don't care about other people. You have to like bring it up as what it will do for them, what it will do to them. You have to bring up that it's gonna hurt them in the long run because they cannot comprehend doing something for other people.
Yeah, if you frame it as this is really gonna suck for you, suddenly they understand.
Here's the thing,
But if it's just this is gonna suck for everyone, they're like, well, I'm not everyone. I don't care.
people need to realize that a lot of these grifters suffer from something I call Cartesian doubt, which means they assume that as long as they're not the target, it's perfectly fine.
Yup.
I am the only person who really, truly matters. Is Cartesian doubt is basically the it's been used as justification for the simulation theory, which I know we're getting into this weird fucking shit now. But basically, it's been used multiple times as various different ways to say I am the only person who truly exists. Everyone else is a NPC. Now you know where that like mentality comes from. Basically, the mentality is that they are the only person in existence, and they have to think that way. So you have to bring it up as you have to bring it up as this is how this is going to hurt you. You cannot reason with them otherwise. They will not listen. They won't listen either way. Like, honestly, arguing with them is a fool's errand. I've given up on it. They don't actually like care about facts or true things. They only care about what they feel. Like, you know, certain allegations against a trans VTuber that are just not fucking true at all. That even Kiwi Farms calls, you know, G-Ops, if you know what that means. Kiwi Farms literally saw that and said, this is obvious, this entire thread is obviously being made by a total F slur R slur with a vendetta. And like they're right. That was what it was. It was just a guy who wanted to like ruin Yara's reputation. Oh fuck, I said her name. Whatever, I don't care. She look, I defend people who are going through things that can best be described as kind of monstrous. I'm sorry, but like people getting called out for being called bigots or being bigots rather. That's not something I would like. I wouldn't defend that person. I would just be like, Okay. You're getting called out for
Mm-hmm.
being a bigot. And you want me to do what exactly? What do you want me to do about that? But someone who is having like actual obvious fucking lies just spread about them constantly. Like I don't even
Mm-hmm.
like her. Like I don't like Nyara. My Yuki knows my feelings about Nyara and like Huith and fucking Anna V and all that. I mean, I don't really dislike Anna V. She's weird and I don't really hang out with her, but like I don't dislike her.
Mm-hmm.
But hello 3.14. How you doing? We're doing some 3D modeling. It looks like shit right now, but it's getting there.
Hi, Pie.
Hi, Pie. Pie. No, the world or something. Okay. I think that the crotch. That is certainly a statement I've said. I'm gonna say a lot of weird things this stream, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like,
That's kind of unavoidable.
it is, because, like, what do I say that makes this less weird? I am looking at a mannequin.
The groin.
How are you? The 3D model seems nice. I haven't touched Blender in years. I only used it to make games on Unity. Ooh. I mean, I've used it a little bit, but I'm using Goo-Engine right now, which is apparently used by Genshin Impact.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know this when I got Goo-Engine. I just got it because it does anime shaders. And it had like a physics simulation that I can get for like $20 that'll make everything even better. I have a feeling this will okay, I'm not gonna focus on the crotch. What I'm gonna do instead. Yeah, I know. Okay. What I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna focus on the legs, shape them, and then go from there. We're doing kind of a stylized jet set radio. I would say digital circus, but look, I am not Gooseworks. I can't fucking do digital circus's art style at all. Expecting me to do like Gooseworks style art would be like expecting a child to draw Picasso. I am, for the most part, a complete newbie at Blender. I have used it for very rudimentary things,
Mm-hmm.
like making props. I have never made a character model in it. But the reason why I'm making a new model in Blender is because I figured, you know, it would be really fucking cool being able to just make my own outfits instead of having to
Yeah.
buy them. Put that there. And put one here. And also, I mean, I could add things to it in case I ever want to get into that style of content creation, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I talk about it a lot, but I never actually do it because I'm lame.
Yeah.
This is Metroid music. Let me see which one it is. We're at 43 minutes. I think this is just got off the ship. Yeah. This is no, this is Meridia, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Really good remix of Meridian. Damn, I like it. Fucking love Metroid music, man. They should teach Metroid music in school as music theory. Metroid music changed my life. A thread. Do you think any, like, really terminally online Reddit person ever made, like, a you know, thingy for school, and they titled the essay, rather, and they titled it a thread? Do you think that ever happened?
Probably.
I'm remembering that I did a. I have no room to stand on. I did a fucking. I did a fucking essay on Homestuck for my adult education essay.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I really am not allowed to talk.
You really are not. Nope. You're not allowed to talk whatsoever.
Worst part is Worst part is I used all of the arguments, all the common ones. You know the ones. It's the modern day Ulysses. And it's like, oh my god, why would you actually write that unironically? I got a fucking A for it, so fuck you.
I don't think you probably should have.
No, I
But
deserve that.
at the same
I did
time,
a lot of work and research.
at the same time, the teacher definitely didn't have the time to look up what the fuck Homestuck was.
Considering I put pictures and, like, actual excerpts of it, and she actually, like, talked to me about it afterwards and, like, read it, I think she knew what it was.
Oh god.
I think she knew. And delete. How do I just delete that vertex? Because it is absolutely, like, destroying my workflow. Can I merge them? If I click these two vertexes and click, like, merge vertices. There. That's enter. There we go. Yeah, now we're cooking with gasoline. Now we're cooking with gunpowder. Don't do that. The fact that you actively, like, every time you make, like, a joke or an analogy, now have to preface it with the words "do not do that," because even if you're not, like, popular, there is going to be someone stupid enough to try that. Because at least... I'm gonna give you guys a little secret. This is a weird secret that no one ever thinks about. Even posts that you think no one has seen before, people see it. Someone saw it. I guarantee it. Every fucking time. And it's probably saved somewhere. I'm not even kidding when I say that. Like, it's probably up somewhere as an archive. People are obsessive about documenting things on the internet. Like, I know someone who still has my nudes that I deleted years ago. I don't care, really. I posted them publicly. Oh god, now people... No one's gonna look at it. Fuck it. No one wants to see what I look like. I say that when I literally got asked to show my toes on stream once. Like... I have a small community, but they're dedicated. They're dedicated in their freakdom. That is certainly a statement I said. I don't know why I'm spending so much time on legs that... Oh wait, it's because I need at least the basic legs so I can, you know, turn them into their own separate model, and then add attachments. Right, that's what I'm doing. The socket will come later. You need to dox yourself. I'm already in the closet. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, fuck! I see you! You're hiding behind my bathrobe! Why are you smiling like that? That's so odd! What the hell are you doing with your hand? Why is it moving up and down like that? I'm just gonna delete that vertex. Fix it. There we go. Because it's less of a pain in the ass to just delete the vert. Sorry, haha, I'm kinda shy. Your closet is comfy. What, you like smelling my fucking robes that I haven't worn in years? They don't even have my stink on them. They smell like dust. Okay. Let's see what I need to fix in terms of faces. I have to go out of X-ray for this. God, I'm doing this in such like a counterintuitive way, but like, fucking, I don't know any other way to really do it. I don't think I can just auto-generate for like fucking everything. Which, by the way, if there is a like tool to do like AI auto-generation, don't tell me about it. Just, I will find you. I don't want it. The point of, like, I said the same thing to artists on, like, Twitter. The point is I'm making it myself. I want to make it myself, and then maybe start doing commissions if I'm good enough at it. And I play it there. Wow. Yeah, I'm a salvage this by, I don't like the cube. I don't like the hell cube. Delete. Basis. Delete. Faces. What else is there to select? Is there like a hidden second vertex? Okay, I'm just going to do this. I forgot that this is mirrored, so I can just fucking do that. Add more. Delete vertices, please. There we go. Thank you. Ah, her legs. What's up, Kit? How you doing? It's nice to see you in stream. Sorry for making you go. Gotta remember, my humor is all about. Also, just letting you know, you're not alone in that closet. My clones are in there. I have a lot of them. A lot of clones. And let's just say they get really lonely. No. I am sorry. Oh my god, I am fucking this up so fucking bad. Yeah, whatever. I can make the sockets then. Oh my god. Everything is connected to something else. Fuck.
Everything is connected.
Oh no. Heat transfer orb of science. Or as us non-morons call it, a light bulb. Heat transfer orb of science! Okay, spaz. What's funny is that video is so old, I bet you most people don't even know what I referenced. I'm gonna
The
delete that.
vast majority of people probably not.
It's fucking. I love old Newground stuff so much. I love that he just put his fucking science project up on Newgrounds, and apparently that science project, he said that the teacher fucking hated it and he got an F.
Mm-hmm.
The class loved it, but the teacher hated it. I think is what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna make the legs again. Oh god, it's see-through. I love you guys, by the way. If I ever sound like I'm upset at you guys, please know I'm probably not actually mad at you. I'm probably just exaggerating for comedic effect. Like I probably, I assume when you come in here that you're here for me doing the kind of anger. Please know that I'm really not an angry person. Usually.
Usually.
Understood, we care about you too. I'm glad. Like, the reason why I love you guys is because you actively make the stream feel so just comfortable to be in. I made new content recently, by the way, if anyone wants to check that out. And don't worry that it's a skirt. Yes, I know it's a skirt. Oh wait. I think I know why it's a skirt. Gee, I wonder why it had a skirt on the back. At least I know how I'm gonna do that later. I had a Virtus selected. Bold and brash.
More like belongs in the trash.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. The great thing about this is, like, here's the thing. I want everyone to know, I have self-awareness. I know it's not amazing. It's just meant to be kind of a learning experience. I kind of want to make something unique because I thought, that would be kind of cool to just make my own stuff. Be able to just, whenever I want, say, you know what? I kind of want to do this weird idea that I have. And I can go see if it works in Blender, Like, that's kind of why I'm doing this, is because I wanted to, like, test out new ideas, but with Vroid, it is really fucking hard to do that. Especially when it's a Vroid that you did not make, that someone else made, so you don't have the original source file. Like, this Vroid isn't, this isn't a stock Vroid, in case you're wondering. It's, I got a commission on one. Which I know some people go, oh, Vroid commissions, that's dumb. But it's kind of like commissioning drawings, where, yeah, I could make it myself, but also I am bad at texturing. So I would prefer someone else do that for me. I think it's a little off-center, but that should be easy enough to fix. There. I think, like, the hips and waist are a little off-center, but I can fix it later. The best part about saying I can fix it later is that I'm totally gonna forget about that. Although it doesn't really matter that much. It's not gonna really affect anything because I'm using symmetry mode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I should probably put this in X-ray so I can actually see what I'm doing. There. There. Yeah, like, I know this looks like an excessive amount of polygons. It's actually a really low amount. I think most models have significantly more polygons than this. How many polygons does this have? I think I have a polygon count somewhere. Hold on. Because polygons, faces are basically polygons, aren't they?
I believe so.
So, like, every time I make a cut, I'm making more polygons, which is more rendering.
Mm-hmm.
Statistics in the viewport overlay. Top right. Where is it? General. Oh, top right, top right, top right. God, I fuck. I'm actually I can probably count the polygons with a single look. Yeah, this has less polygons than the average N64 character. I can already tell. Just I can tell. Okay, right there. I feel, and besides that, I can make it more efficient later. That's kind of like, this is like not really a draft, but you know, just kind of a build the basic shape, get it to a point where it looks humanoid.
Mm-hmm.
And I am actually doing a good job, I feel like, for a beginner.
Yeah.
I am tracing a pose, but that's what literally everyone does when they model in Blender, and I refuse. If anyone tells you, I do it all myself, they're wrong. They're fucking with you. They're
Mm-hmm.
lying. They're a liar. I do it all myself without looking at anything. Fucking saying I don't use references, like, people go, oh yeah, I don't use references. That's not a fucking flex. Because then because like I have never seen an artist who didn't use references. They just don't call them references. Usually, oh, I don't use references. I'm just looking at another pose, kind of like it. Another body, kind of like it. And I'm like, that's literally what referencing is. You're referencing. No, referencing is tracing. No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
You're why we're dying to AI, because you refuse to just back down on that and constantly have to play better than people for using references when that's just not really great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but, you know, references is cheating. How is it cheating? Are you seriously telling me you know the exact size, curvature, and length, and width, and all that of your ding-a-lang without even, like, looking at it?
My ding-a-ling!
My ding-a-lang, my ding-a-lang. That's such a weird meme. Like, it was such a
Uh-huh.
weird, odd meme. And it didn't take off as much as steamed hams, and I don't really understand why. It had every element that people liked. Someone shouting a very suggestive song without really knowing what it meant.
Mm-hmm.
And getting ushered off stage. And then it was remixed into Sparta. And I feel like when your meme gets remixed into Sparta, that's about when your meme has become an actual meme. It's amazing how many like millennials I know who do not know the Sparta thing, but how many Zoomers I know who do know the Sparta thing.
Yeah.
It's really, really interesting how our culture has just died. I say culture, it's fucking 300 meme.
This is culture!
Fucking, like, here's the thing. There are, like, people who unironically, like, bring up the death of YTMND like it was 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, while I agree that YTMND dying was sad, it was also just inevitable because fucking HTML just got worse and worse over time. Displays got bigger.
It's it's an outdated format. Any sort of meme like that can just be done on video now.
I mean, they would have whole sites though. But the thing is, the weird thing about YTMND is how many people like who used it a lot didn't realize that they were using it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what a lot of people are probably thinking when I say the words they were using it wrong. I will explain what I mean as best I can. YTMND was a place to make like a basic website.
Mm-hmm.
A very bare bones website that you could kind of just show to your friends and have fun with. And a lot of people just didn't use it right.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine. I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing. I'm glad that it evolved the way it did. And honestly, the his guys, if you don't know the history of YTMND, please look into it because uh I think that the owner of YTMND is genuinely one of the most important fucking people on the internet, and he still is. Max Goldberg is genuinely one of the most important people ever. Not because of how he shaped internet culture, no, because he fought for the right for you to be able to upload whatever you want without getting censored for it. He fought for that. And by censored, I mean by companies. Like, basically, back then, there was a time where people would upload things, and companies pretty much had free reign to take down whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
He stood up against E-Bomb's World, which was something that honestly no one thought would happen. Because E-Bomb's World at the time was basically the normie internet. It represented a lot of internet culture back then. And a lot of people never really thought that someone like Max Goldberg could even think about taking on someone like E-Bomb, who was basically a massive media conglomerate by that point. A media conglomerate based off stealing content from other people.
Yup.
And, you know, I sometimes
Weird how that works.
I sometimes feel like when I look at things like YTMND, I do feel a sense of nostalgia, and I do miss it a lot. I miss 1.0. I miss Web 1.0, like a lot. I would go back to it if I could, and I thankfully kind of can. It is one of the most well documented time periods in terms of preservation. We have websites from literally like 10 years ago you cannot access anymore
Mhm.
because
We have God knows how much information just lost to the ether because it just got removed from YouTube one day.
people say stuff like, you know, the internet is forever, but not anymore, really. Archival tools are not really common anymore. Like,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much every video I have had from when I was first starting out as a content creator as a kid on YouTube with a microphone, a shitty microphone who was using unregistered Hypercam 2 and Windows Movie Maker, that all that shit's gone. No one saved that. I found a couple threads from people asking, "Hey, does anyone have like an archive of this channel?" And people saying, "No, not really. They deleted it so suddenly we couldn't really archive anything."
Yeah.
That's just how it is now. I deleted that channel because I was embarrassed by the person I was, but maybe I shouldn't have deleted it. Maybe I should have kept it up. But also, it had my face in it, so like, there's that risk too. This
Mm-hmm.
is an oddly introspective stream. Then again, I mean, it is a 3D modeling stream.
What else can you realistically talk about during one of those?
I mean, also, I just feel like I wanted to talk about it because I have been feeling.
You and I, we
No.
were meant to be.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's
I
not
feel it in my
copywritten, is it?
soul.
Is this
I don't
Feel
copywritten?
know.
it in my soul.
Don't look at me. I don't know.
I'm gonna use my
Never
phone.
separated you and me. Broken made
Uh,
whole.
I
Broken made
don't know what this
whole.
is.
The world that
Mm.
tries to steal our hope.
And I'll go get the
Tries to
lo-fi.
make.
There we go. I can't believe we've already been doing this for so long that my playlist ran out.
Mm-hmm.
This is like my go-to. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I think I'm just having like a lot of existentialism about, am I actually like decent as a content creator? I mean, I make very inconsistent content, but then again, that's not really my fault at the moment. Circumstances have just been weird.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been like so busy lately. I thought I was gonna like be doing something that I can't really talk about because I don't really want to talk about it. I applied somewhere and didn't get accepted, but I was okay with that because I mean I understood where they were coming from. They didn't really tell me why. I would have liked a little like advice on how to improve for next time, but I think I understood why. I mean, my content right now, my channel is currently bare. Is all hell. There's not a lot of long form on there. The long form I do have is, at the moment, poorly edited. Mainly because I'm just trying to get content out there because the algorithm rewards you for making content, not for making quality.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and you need to basically make it on a weekly basis. No, you're just gonna get forgotten. The world moves fast, you know? And I'm not like saying anything bitterly. I'm not saying I'm a failure because I really don't think I am. I am getting out of this what I wanted to get out of it when I started. It was just making something. Making something that that other people might find interesting. I could be called unhinged, I could be called weird, I could be called a dumbass at pretty much everything. But like, I don't really care about that. I just want to make. More than anything, this is what I want to do. And it's not because I want people to, you know, like, it's not because I want to make money or anything. That would be nice. Mainly because, I'm gonna be real with you guys, every dollar I earn just goes into making more content. Like, I spend it on camera equipment and stuff. I haven't really bought a new camera lately, mainly because I don't really have any money anymore. And I'm not begging. Like, miss me with that. I don't wanna beg for it, but it would be nice to, you know, have support. I would prefer it from a company instead of gouging people. Which is why these streams are mostly ad-free. Unless I'm taking a break. Because I honestly don't really want to be known as someone who does everything for the money. Yeah, I like have that blacklight affiliate deal or whatever, but like I don't really like that's just kind of I don't really expect it to make that much money. I'm trying my hardest with that. I just think it would be kind of cool to be able to actually like do this reliably and do all of the content I want that people would find just kind of fascinating if I could just afford to do it. And I know what you're thinking, well, you know, what do you mean afford? I want to, Yuki knows this, I've told her about this before. I really want to do like reviews of gun modifications and attachments. But a HoloLens on its own is like $576. That is more than I make in a year. Or not a year, but like I'd have to save up for like 3 months to get one of those. And then I have to do taxes and FFL shit.
Fun.
And then I have to fucking, and like the worst part is like I can't claim it on my taxes either because yeah, I bought it for content, but I didn't sell it, so it doesn't really count as using it for business, I don't think. I don't know how.
Oh no, it does.
It does? Okay, cool. Then I might actually like start looking into that.
Anything you spent money on that you utilized to make money as a business endeavor counts as business expense.
So I can put it on my taxes.
Yes, for instance, if you were a professional photographer who had to buy a new camera, that camera is tax deductible.
Ooh. Might have to keep that in mind. I mean, I put the Emi Pixie and stuff on my tax form. I have a tax form now that I am writing. Because for as much as I joke about you know, I will not pay my taxes, those are just jokes because I really don't want to go to prison.
You really don't want to see why, you really don't want to see who put Al Capone in the ground, huh?
Fucking, like, people always bring up that they got him on taxes and not murder and stuff, and they go, that's proof that the justice system is corrupt, isn't it? And I go, yeah, it is corrupt, but also, no. They got him on fucking tax fraud because they technically couldn't prove he was doing anything else.
But at the same time, you better fucking believe that the IRS can immediately get your ass. Immediate, swift justice.
By the way, you guys know why the tax thing is a thing with Al Capone, right? Why they got him on taxes instead of anything else? they had trouble finding if he did anything wrong because he was actually really good at keeping his records. So they had to catch him on basically a bullshit charge.
Yeah.
You don't usually go to jail for life for tax fraud. They knew he was doing stuff, but because of the way our justice system works, which is, it's a purely evidence-based system, which is good in a lot of ways and bad in a lot of others. They couldn't really catch him on any of that other stuff because he could just say stuff like, well, I technically didn't do that. I also technically didn't say that. And you have no proof that I said that or did that. Because he wasn't doing things personally.
He had many liaisons.
He had hitmen. That's how the mafia works. That's how mafia works. But yeah, he had hitmen.
Not just hitmen. He would give money to a person to hire a hitman.
He was really fucking careful, which is why it's amazing they caught him on his taxes. It tells me that he is very intelligent in a lot of ways, but goddamn, in some ways he is just fucking stupid. Then again, he also, this was before people had the whole do not underestimate the IRS thing. Like, this is before all that, so I kind of get where he was coming from. He probably just thought, oh, tax dogs, they can't do anything to me. And then he found out, oh, they can do a lot to me. A lot, actually. A lot.
I will be right back. Obviously, continue your stream and modeling.
Yeah, I think I'm doing actually a decent job at getting things set up in a way where I can then make them better later. Okay. It needs to be kind of like a heel to toe type thing, so I'm going to actually move that back up there. I think that's fine. That didn't ruin anything, right? No, not really. They look like duck feet. But yeah, like, that's the thing about, like, taxes. I make that joke all the time. I make the joke of, I don't care who the IRS says, I'm not paying my taxes. But, like, I do pay my taxes, usually. When I have to. I usually don't make enough money to do my taxes. If you make under $600, you don't even qualify to file. From what I remember. Like, I haven't qualified to file for taxes in a while. Wait, do these not have faces? Nope, they do. Okay, good. I don't want wireframe. I want that, and then I want that. But yeah, like, I usually don't qualify on my taxes. I usually don't qualify to do taxes, so I haven't had to do taxes in a long time. Also, hold on really quick. I gotta make sure that you don't hear my Discord notifications. There we go. A lot of this, by the way, a lot of these streams that I'm doing this in, it's going to be a lot of this, essentially. Because this is kind of what you do in 3D modeling. Just obsessively this. In terms of art forms, I think like a lot of people consider 3D modelers to be kind of sociopaths. Okay, I gotta remember that those are toes and they're gonna like curve inward, but also let me look at something real quick. Okay, I made it a little taller than the model on accident. But I think that'll be okay. However, the toes are a little too small. Usually feet aren't that symmetrical. Usually it's, the inner side is usually a lot wider than the rest. At least when I'm looking at my feet. There. Okay, oh god, the thighs kind of look like, or the calves kind of look like Mega Man. Bring those in. I need to flatten the top of the foot. Yeah, it's a little janky. That is the unfortunate reality of the type of thing I'm looking at for reference. Couldn't find anything else, really. But yeah. Now this one makes the heel look a little weird on the outside. Put that in. Okay. No more x-ray. I think that looks okay, but also I'm gonna bring this part in. Just because I think that the ankle is usually supposed to be thinner than the foot. Like so. Although now the feet are big. Okay, now I can oh god. I think I know what I'm doing wrong. I know what I'm doing wrong. Okay. I want to pull these faces out a little bit, tiny bit. So it's very wonky looking. But it's really hard to do anything about that. I might have to move individual vertices on the top as well, straighten them all out. I might redo the feet. Actually, wait, I just realized, like, I'm trying to do a socketed Android, aren't I? So maybe... I'm going to cut the legs off at the thigh. Actually, at the knee is where we would want to cut them off, usually. Like right there. And then we will fix it, correct it and everything, and then we'll do the same with the arm, just because, I mean, I am trying to make like a socketed android and I kind of forgot about that. Gonna be real. There. Okay, and we're gonna do the same to the arms at about the elbow. So like right there. Ish. Can I? Okay. Oh, right there. Remember, everyone, it is perfectly valid to draw me in any way you see fit. And yes, that includes, like, Guro. I'm not really, like, I don't have a hang-up about that at all. Actually, I've been really, this is gonna be weird to say. Have any of you seen, like, those images of, like, androids after they've lost, parts? Like, body parts? I like those. Those tickle something in me that could best be described as machiner's interest. I don't know why. It's so weird for me to talk about that because, like, I shouldn't be. I know that. But on the other hand, it's fucking that stuff is so cool to me. And I don't know why. I actually know someone who could probably hook me up with a good artist who could do stuff like that. Sort of a friend, sort of an acquaintance. It is, by the way, it is genuinely funny when I encounter people who, like, don't know that the new Twitter account is a new account. And, like, while yes, my YouTube account is older, it was for a different, like, style of content and a different persona. I still fucking get people. Mainly, like, I hate calling people stupid because it makes me feel like one of those obnoxious people who just, like, measures everything by intelligence. But dumb people. Really dumb people who do not know who I am and never really cared. Who don't realize I have a new account. So when I, like, mention some of my friends from my other account that I'm not gonna say the name of, if you're a moot, you fucking know what the account is called. And then they go, oh, you're not actually friends with that person. You don't even follow each other. And I go, they follow my other account. And here's the thing, I can't prove it. And it's actually kind of frustrating, and I don't really care about proving it, mainly because I don't have anything to prove to people who do not care. They don't actually care or anything. All they want to do is find a reason to hate me and to make fun of anything I say. So, like, they go, oh, you're a failed content creator. Motherfucker, I've barely gotten started with the new stuff. I haven't even really rebranded my YouTube that much. I really need to get around to that because, like, it's still got a lot of old branding on it. And while I own that old branding, I don't own the model. So I can't make content with that model. I bought the other stuff, though. But I gotta get rid of the eye banner because, like, hey, you know, that's not my model anymore. It's inaccurate to the rest of the channel. Okay, we're gonna straighten out the neck here. We're gonna, like, make it nice and straight about there. Yeah. Okay. And now the body is kind of done. I just need to work on smoothing it out, making it look a little nicer. But yeah. Let's look at it on X-rayed. I mean, it looks like a low polygonal body. Hold on. I'm gonna look some stuff up. We're gonna take a tiny little break for me to run ads and maybe do something else. I will be back in a second. So we have a few options here. We're back. I could smooth this out by adding more subdivisions to it. Or I could keep it low poly and start doing a low poly style. I personally don't like the idea of that just because I'm supposed to be inspired by Ghost in the Shell. And I am.
I mean, then go with what you want to do then.
My issue with doing it that way is it will look very samey to other things.
That's what's gonna happen.
Anyways, let me look up how to like smooth out a model. I can do shade smooth, but that's not a good one. Subdivision surface modifier. Okay, I'll do that. Add a modifier. I believe it's I can just look subdivision surface. Ooh. I have to fix that.
Mm-hmm.
Probably should have had that on from the start.
This is maybe.
Because now I have to like fix it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of parts got sunken in. And a lot of them don't seem to be able to be moved. Maybe sink things in instead of extending them out. That is certainly a low poly model. God damn, what an ass. UV smooth all, and keep boundaries smooth all. Don't use creases. Actually, yeah, use creases. All right. Okay, that's kind of corrected now. I just have to bring things in, and I can do them correctly. After that, oh god, the crotch is extended into infinity.
Mm-hmm.
That is certainly a statement of all time to say, but that's what's happening. The tailbone's kind of fucked too. I might need to actually like look into better options. I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna revert all that. Okay. Alright. Anime V2. That's a proper smoothing groups. I don't know what smoothing groups are. I could follow along with a tutorial, but I don't want to have someone else's content on.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Okay. Do I have like a thing that allows me to just what is smooth? maybe right on the waist and see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna look at the tutorial. Blender tutorial VTuber. I'll give credit. It's by Mako Ray. I'm already in the modeling stage.
Notice that I dissolve.
I don't have hair yet.
There are plenty of general 3D models I personally prefer to learn when it comes to these things. I'm not doing this professionally. I don't need to know every single function of this. When I made my first model, I followed as an avatar. You were going to find yourself lost. Help you do them the meat.
An entire tutorial to tell me where to watch tutorials. Whatever. I'll figure it out. Triangulate? Fascinating. What did that actually do? Can I touch the triangles that you've created? No? Interesting. Multi-resolution? I don't know what that is. Okay. And this doesn't know what it is either. Subdivision surface. And I guess I'll just... There. Okay, I fixed that. Oh my god, it turned the arms into stubs. I'm a nugget. I don't want to make a nugget. Okay. Boop, 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 and boop. Delete faces. There we go. No more nugget. That's probably a weird way to put it. Basically, it kind of reminds it. We're going for socketed Android,
Mm-hmm.
like born with sockets, not had her limbs cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
New edges and faces there. And I can probably, like, do this. I didn't really want to do that way, but I guess I'll just make subdivisions. It's getting worse. Okay, no. No, none of that. Mm. I guess I have to turn it around manually. Fun. God, so many subdivisions. And some of them are probably, like, deeply unnecessary. Actually, now that I think about it, this isn't that many subdivisions. What the fuck am I talking about? Too many subdivisions. I've seen some models that are like 5 billion subdivisions. We're not even at Garden of Bam Bam levels yet. I can talk about that one since we're 3D modeling. Hun, can your computer run Garden of Bam Bam at 60 FPS?
Hmm.
You know why I asked that, right? It's a really good question, actually.
Hmm.
Uh, Garden of Bam Bam characters are unnecessarily high polygon
Yes.
count.
Like ungodly high.
Like every okay, you know how like people give Yandere Dev a ton of shit for the toothbrush because I do too. I think that was the dumbest idea I've ever heard for making an object. He
It's not
ended
like he didn't make it. He just bought the resource. The thing is a hyper realistic toothbrush resource.
in an anime game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that's so weird. But also, even though he did buy it, if I remember correctly, he didn't optimize the model and he actually like put more polygons on it. And so it every time the toothbrush was in the room of any like in Yandere Simulator, every time the toothbrush was in the room, the game would just start fucking lagging because it's rendering that toothbrush because he doesn't know what culling is. But, but I really wish I could just select a line, but it's fine, I guess. By the way, I am going to preface all of this with saying I never said I was skilled at Blender. I specifically put in beginner in the stream. So understand that I'm learning about Blender and like those arms are really fucked. I do not know how to make those not so fucked. Wow, wow. Okay. I guess over here next. By the way, another reason why I wasn't really doing anything is because I kind of got enraptured by Twitter bullshit, which is never good. By the way, don't do that. Fucking all the weird, like, piracy arguments with people right now are, like, it is a bunch of people completely misunderstanding what something is and then blaming me for getting mad at them for not understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Like I keep going, it's a private server. They go, why didn't it say that then? And I go, it literally does.
People don't know how to read.
And like the worst part about having arguments with them is that they all talk like Yakuza characters who are trying to start a fight.
Oi,
Yeah,
asshole!
yeah, they all talk like that. Like I was like, maybe the auto translate just makes them sound kind of smug, and then someone just like said, no, it's smug in Japanese too. They are purposefully
Mhm.
trying to sound smug. They are trying to piss you off.
Mhm.
They are purposefully doing that.
Yeah.
They are trying to pick a fight with you. Like, everyone was like, it's that is literally how assholes talk in Japan. Assholes that no one
Mhm.
likes. Just these entitled, oi! You piece of shit, you think you can get away from me? Like drunks.
Mhm.
This is such a fucking. I forgot that making cylinders is such a pain in the ass. I should have just fucking.
Cylinders are difficult. Who'd have thunk?
Why'd you put your dick in an M&M's tube? It's a cylinder. He still insists to the. By the way, he still gets fucking bothered about that.
It's a goddamn motherfucking cylinder.
Fucking. I saw him in a Reddit thread recently, and he was talking about, you know, dirty stuff in like not safe for work Reddit, but he was talking about it in a way Redditors do. And someone just goes, "A penis? Don't you mean a cylinder?" And he just goes, "I this is my cross to bear forever, isn't it?" I'm sorry, but I can't really feel bad for you. You went on Reddit to ask people how to get your dick out of an M&M's tube. Like, how do I feel bad for someone who brought it all on themselves? Um, I guess another thing I could talk about, because I am thinking about making a video on it, but I'm not entirely sure. Something I really fucking hate about like certain VTubers. I struggle to call them VTubers. They're barely VTubers. They're fucking like PNG Ransonas who have a model. Something that bugs me about them, that really annoys me, is the way they make thumbnails. And the way they title videos. If I have to see the words meltdown, crashes out, or finds out ever again, I'm going to actually fucking kill somebody. Especially when those words are being used in a way that is objectively wrong. They found out. No, they got harassed by you and your audience. Yeah, that's finding out. God, just insufferable. I don't know how people watch that shit every fucking day. I also hate fucking ferret-faced fucks who snitch on people on Twitter. We're not gonna get in a fucking street brawl. It's a disagreement on the internet. For God's sakes, you are a literal child. Oh, you're talking shit though. Aren't you afraid to? Are you just afraid to tag them? No, I just don't want to give them interactions. I don't want them to fucking bother me. I want to talk my shit. If that bugs you, stop following. I should be allowed to talk shit about whoever I want, whenever I want. In private, in public, on the car, in the bus, on Twitter, on Blue Sky, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Twitch. anywhere, I should be allowed to talk shit. Because quite frankly, some people are just fucking assholes. Sorry. You know, I feel like I may have gone a bit too far in some places. Gee, you think, George? You think you went a little bit too far in some places? You think? Anyways, I think I'm gonna end stream for today. I got some basic stuff done. I might have to redo it next stream, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saving it to, why would you save it to temp? There. Okay. I will see you all next time. I'm gonna raid out to someone. I'm sorry I got kind of angry at the end there. It's just I'm seeing it a lot, and it's getting to a point to where it's impossible to ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
Grimmy's been up for about 2 hours and 50 minutes, so I'm just gonna raid out to her. If I even can. Nope, I can't. Not enough viewers.
Wondrous.
I guess I'll raid out to next to Nova. Have a good day, everybody. Bye bye.